for being in the industry for a while. Like there are benefits to just swallowing your pride.
Yeah.
Taking a billion photos maybe in one day with different outfits.
Oh my God.
And just uploading.
Like on one
it is
trip
the kind
to
of
the
thing.
beach.
And I talked to Haas about this. He's
so good at it.
But we both agree. It's like there is a time. He had a time when he would do this, and I still do it. Where like I take photos of stuff I find interesting, but like. There's a difference between your own personal Instagram and then your business Instagram. I personally don't think people are interested in seeing me like look off into nothing. But
you'd be surprised, Brett.
Really?
I've heard a lot of people buzzing about it. Have you seen Brett look off into nothing? Okay.
But that's it. It's like it's a business decision, and if you have the discipline and you make that conscious decision to do it, like your larger goal of success in one direction will, that's what you're working toward, and your discipline will pay off.
And it's work.
But it
like
sucks.
I know it sounds ridiculous to taking
it depends
pictures
on who you are, though, and it's that kind of success finds the people who are looking for it. And so Haas, it's not work for him. Are you kidding me?
He loves it. You're right.
He fucking loves it.
He does.
Every fucking Rodan picture, right? Like he's watching like a hawk every second how many likes it's getting.
Yeah.
Right?
Some people
And when he
like that.
gets
It's an
to X
obsession.
number of likes, he's like, yes, Rodan strikes again.
The stinker.
So Haas, that's not a job to Haas.
Yeah, you're right.
Every time he does one of those poses and puts it up, he's thrilled with himself.
Right. For me, it's like the authenticity of like just actually being who I am and having that go through.
Yeah.
And I hate for any like unit of happiness I get by achieving likes, I lose 30 units of happiness by having to like go through the motions of like, nope, that picture's not good. That picture's not good.
So it's that you have to do those certain types of pictures, but you sort of implied this. You don't get to do regular person shit.
Not anymore.
On Instagram. Because that throws it off, and then you don't have the same color scheme for all your photos. You're supposed to have a block of 9 that are similar.
Oh, God.
And the same sort of thing happens on Twitter, where I used to tweet. I had my account before I started working here. Nobody followed me whatsoever, obviously. But I would like tweet about my own stuff, and then I'd also tweet about politics sometimes. But now I feel like after people have started to follow me,
it has to be politics.
If I tweet something about board games or a movie or my dog or something, and people would be like, "You're not being serious about the issues that matter to America." I'm like, I'm a fucking person at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to mix it up a little.
I got to jump in on that. So first of all, Anna and I think had this kind of conversation in the post game a little bit. Like I think your Instagram actually does tell you a lot about who you are, right?
Yeah, my Instagram for the most part is actually genuine because
of how much you love your dog.
I fucking love my dog.
Yeah.
And I follow it for how much you love your dog.
Yeah.
Like, I really
and that's
think
why I
it's
kind of
adorable.
like Instagram, and I kind of like following you guys, honestly, and my family and stuff. And I've said this 1,000 times. My sister is the best. She takes the best pictures, and those are the only ones I like. Yada yada. Okay, so. And it tells you about me because I took 3 pictures of food and then I gave up. Okay, I'm like, ain't nobody got time for this shit, right? Didn't take any pictures of myself. Love the food.
I'm gonna pull yours up right now because it's not just the pictures that you took; it's also the captions. Because your captions are like just descriptive and super straight to the point, and they're all Turkish, like Turkish something.
Oh yeah, that's a total coincidence. I must have been in a Turkish theme that it was my Turkish period.
Turkish delight.
All right. The last picture you posted, it's all it says in the caption is Turkish gyro, euro, whatever. Second to last that you post was Turkish mocha.
What is a Turkish mocha?
Hashtag no filter.
No
That would've been
bells, no
clever.
whistles.
There you go. That's
That
what
would've been way
Turkish
too
coffee
clever.
does.
Hashtag
The
woke.
first ever photo that Jink has ever posted to Instagram was a picture of French toast, and all it says is breakfast in America.
But that I meant. Like the others are just descriptive.
Hold on.
But that is like beautiful.
So this
and I meant breakfast
so the
in
food looks
America.
good.
It's filters though.
He did use filters because it has the quasi depth of field. Like that looks pretty. I don't know if you can really tell, but it looks appetizing.
It does because it's breakfast in America. You see what I'm? That's how you're supposed to read it. Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, So it almost makes me want to take more pictures, but I can't. I can't even.
By the way, randomly, just because you mentioned that he used the filter, we've done like a million things in Think Tank about Instagram and how people use it. But one of my favorite things was they did a study where they analyzed all these photos about which filters get the most likes and which are used the most and everything. And then they analyzed no filter things, and they showed that more than a third of people that say no filter are lying. There was a filter on it.
100%.
Can you imagine putting no filter when you have a fucking filter? What is that about?
What kind of a monster was
What are you doing with your life?
Monster.
Right. I like this. He shouldn't stop.
Why would you do it?
Resist! Hashtag resistance. Okay, so back to Twitter. So whenever I post something that isn't like strictly political, Trump is about to get impeached or whatever, right? Immediately people are like, are you drunk? You're drunk, aren't you? Right? Dude, right? Yeah. Oh, you're high. Oh, yeah. Did you capture fear in a closet?
Yeah.
Anyway, the second thing that happens is, it's true. Like, it'll be in the middle of another news event that I didn't catch that minute, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, and they'll say, like, what kind of a monster tweets about their barbecue while people are dying in Bangladesh?
I know.
You animal. Hashtag resistance.